Hey, how you guys doing? Anyway, this is your boy Stone Thug, music artist, singer, poet, all around creative guy. And I just want to give a little tribute to Nelson Mandela, who just passed away. Nelson Mandela, former president former, of South Africa. And I just wanted to give my little story about how I heard about Nelson Mandela. Anyway, I heard about Nelson Mandela when I was about 19 years old, and I was walking down at Hart Plaza in the city of Detroit, Michigan, and some African guy with a shirt ran up to me and he said, "Hey, here is a flyer," and he said, "Free Mandela, free Mandela." That was all he said, and I'm thinking, who the hell is Mandela? This was years ago, and I didn't know who Mandela was. And he said, free Mandela. Now that Mandela has to get out of jail, they got him in prison. And I remember the first thought I thought, because I was so westernized and so media programmed, living in the West, being part of the West, loving the West, everything about the West. You don't have a very good world view like you do in other countries, other parts of the world, because America has its own bubble that a lot of the people are in. And of course, I was in mine, because the first thing I thought about Nelson Mandela was, if he's in jail, maybe he did something wrong. Maybe he needs to be in jail. Because when you thought about people going to jail, just like now, jail is such a negative term. It's so negative that you trust the government. You trust the higher ups, City Hall, so much that if somebody goes to jail, they must be a bad person. They must have done something wrong. But as I got older and matured and realized how life really is, sometimes you got the very best people, some of the very most honorable people in history have gone to jail. And Nelson Mandela was one of them. Another person that went to jail almost 100 times, believe it or not, was Dr. Martin Luther King. And the first Martin Luther, I think he practically spent some time, maybe he definitely spent time in hot water. The first Martin Luther. And let's not forget about Gandhi. He went to jail several times. And so many others. And let's not forget the King of Kings, who went to jail, who was executed. And that was the Lord Jesus Christ. He went to jail. So this is not an advocate video for people that go to prison, because 99% of people do go to prison. A lot of times, there's probably a very good reason for people to spend time in some form of punishment when they break the laws, certain laws. Of course, I'm an advocate for prison reform, and I think that we should do away with prison unless a person's a violent criminal, a killer. He really shouldn't be put behind walls. I think most people should just have an ankle bracelet or do some community service. But that's my thoughts. But when I thought of jail, when I thought of Mandela being in jail, my first thought was that he was a bad guy. But as I grew up and got older and wiser, I found out that a lot of these governments, a lot of government officials are the people who really need to be in jail. And when you think about the apartheid system that was prevalent over in South Africa, and some say even over in Israel right now, with some of the oppressive stuff that's going on with the people over there in the West Bank. Well, you know that a lot of times people who are in power sometimes make decisions that are not always the best interest of all particular parties. So, for oppressive regimes everywhere, I'm not saying that Israel was totally oppressive, but there's some oppression going on in the West Bank. I don't know how you look at it, but they need to straighten that out. Over in the Congo and other places, Ethiopia, any place where you had tyrannic governments that are not considering people first, all the people This is why we celebrate Nelson Mandela's life, because oppression is wrong everywhere if it's oppression anywhere. Thank you very much for listening. We remember Nelson Mandela. We say God bless you. You're a great man, a great leader, a great educator. You shall be missed. God bless. This is your boy Stone Thug. Peace. Peace everywhere. Even here in the States.